There comes a moment in life when simply being nice starts costing you too much. Your time, your boundaries, your peace. And that's when you realize not everyone deserves your kindness. Because kindness is sacred. It's not meant to be given freely to those who drain you. It's meant to flow toward what strengthens you, toward honesty, respect, and peace. Being kind doesn't mean tolerating everything. It doesn't mean ignoring manipulation, disrespect, or betrayal. It means standing firm in your principles, even when others misunderstand your silence as weakness. Most people mistake kindness for softness. They assume you'll always say yes, always forgive, always bend just to keep the peace. But there's a difference between being kind and being naive. The Stoics understood this deeply. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great philosophers, wrote, "Be tolerant with others, but strict with yourself." He didn't mean to let others walk over you. He meant act with virtue and discipline, but know when to step back. Because kindness without wisdom isn't virtue. It's self-sabotage. Epictetus taught that peace comes when we focus only on what we can control. And one of the things fully in our control is who we allow near us. You can be kind from a distance. You can forgive without returning. You can wish someone well and still close the door. Kindness doesn't require access. You don't owe your energy to people who mistake your compassion for compliance. When you start valuing your peace more than other people's approval, everything in your life begins to shift. See, there are people who wear kindness as a mask. They appear gentle, charming, and harmless. But behind that facade, their intentions are selfish. They'll flatter you, agree with you, act supportive, all to gain your trust. And when they have it, they take advantage, slowly, subtly, draining your energy without you even realizing it. The Stoics would tell us, observe more than you speak. True character always reveals itself in time. A person pretending to be kind can mimic generosity, but not humility. They can fake warmth, but not consistency. Imagine being at a gathering. There's this person, loud, charismatic, captivating. At first, they light up the room, but soon you realize how every story somehow circles back to them. Every conversation becomes a performance. That's where the Stoic idea of apatheia, inner calm, and freedom from emotional disturbance becomes essential. When you stay centered, you can see beyond charm and recognize ego in disguise. Watch how they handle frustration. A truly kind person stays composed. A manipulative one grows defensive or angry, twisting blame to regain control. Marcus Aurelius warned us, anger and deceit reveal a lack of virtue. The wise remain steady, observing without absorbing. So the key is patience. The Stoics urged us to watch actions, not words. Epictetus said, "First, learn the nature of a person before you trust them. If someone seems too perfect, too agreeable, too eager. Give it time. True character reveals itself in small, quiet moments. Notice how they treat others, wait staff, co-workers, strangers. If kindness disappears when no one's watching, it was never real. Some people use charm as a strategy, but if you stay grounded and guided by discernment, you'll see the truth beneath the performance and protect your peace. Another sign to watch for: a lack of empathy. Empathy is what connects us. It allows us to feel with others, to comfort, to understand. But some people are incapable of it. They're cold to your pain, dismissive of your emotions, unmoved by your struggles. The Stoics taught that compassion is part of wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote that caring for others is caring for ourselves. So when someone repeatedly belittles your feelings, mocks your vulnerability, or ignores your hurt, that's not strength. That's emptiness. Their inability to care doesn't make you too sensitive. It just exposes their lack of depth. And the absence of empathy shows in more ways than one. They might not comfort you when you're hurting. They might envy your success instead of celebrating it. They might even take credit for what you've achieved. It happens in workplaces too. Bosses who overwork employees without a hint of concern, disguising cruelty as leadership. The Stoics remind us their behavior reflects their character, not yours. Protect your composure. Protect your peace. Your response is your power. When faced with such people, the Stoic path isn't revenge. It's detachment. You don't need to fight or fix them. You simply withdraw your energy. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. You can't control their cruelty, but you can control your calm. So when someone shows you who they are, believe them. Walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom." Once you start protecting your energy, life transforms. You stop begging for validation. You stop over-explaining. You stop trying to be understood by those who benefit from misunderstanding you. The Stoics believed that peace comes from alignment with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, self-control. When you live by those, the noise fades. Solitude becomes clarity, not loneliness. You finally hear your own thoughts again, without distortion. And in that clarity, something shifts. You realize not everyone deserves access to you. The Stoics said freedom begins with mastery of the self, knowing when to open up and when to let go. Kindness becomes intentional. You still care, but wisely. You still give, but not endlessly. You still love, but never at the expense of your peace. Boundaries aren't walls. They're gates that protect your spirit. And maybe that's what real strength looks like. Quiet, calm, and steady. It's the strength to say no without guilt, to walk away without bitterness, to forgive without reopening old wounds. Marcus Aurelius said, "The best revenge is to be unlike your enemy. So don't harden your heart. Refine it. Be kind, but with awareness. Be compassionate, but with limits. Because Stoicism isn't about feeling less. It's about feeling right. As you move through the world, stay open-hearted, but guarded. Observe more. React less. Be slow to trust, but never afraid to care. Choose peace over attention, depth over approval, truth over comfort. And if someone tries to use your kindness, let them go, gracefully, without resentment. Because when you release what's false, you make space for what's real. That's how you live in harmony with nature, aligned with truth, balance, and purpose. In the end, remember, kindness alone isn't enough, but wise kindness is unstoppable. The world doesn't need more people who please. It needs more who see clearly, act with virtue, and protect their peace. So stay kind, stay calm. But most of all, stay discerning. Because your peace, your stillness, your inner calm is the rarest kind of power there is.